Well, hello there. I'm saying hello there, assuming that I'm actually on screen right now. Let me just make sure I turn my audio down so that nothing suddenly pops up, although you're going to have repetition if I leave the audio on the video on, because I'm actually watching the video live as I'm recording the video. It's weird. It's weird. I still can't quite get my head around streaming, but hello everyone. Please let me know if the audio is coming through okay. You will get the occasional pop sound, and you'll also get a little bit more nasally audio in this video than you typically do because I've been ill. This is why I haven't been here. I wanted to do this on, I want to say Tuesday, either Monday night or Tuesday morning. I wanted to do this, and I want to say then obviously it went to Wednesday, or is today Wednesday? No, today's Thursday. So that's how crappy it's been. So yeah, so I decided, so if anybody else was in York at the weekend, oh, and there's a confirmation you might have just seen on something I've got playing. So this is an upcoming video. This is a members only video I've got playing on the screen. I'm saying here, but it's actually there. So yeah, so if anybody was in York at the weekend, I got spotted by a couple of fans of the Painting Phase channel, which is always a pleasure. I forget the names. I want to say Dave or Mark and Fiona. So if you're here now, it was a pleasure meeting you. But yeah, everybody was out at the weekend. It was Black Friday weekend, and I decided it was a good idea to go into York shopping. And yeah, I'm just like feeling a bit crappy because of it. And then thankfully I'm getting over it just in time to go to Smurf this weekend. So for anyone who doesn't know Smurf, it's SMRRF. That's the Sanjay Mortimer Rep Rap Festival, which is fantastic. Sanjay Mortimer was a big name in the whole rep rap movement, responsible for a lot of the things we use now in FDM 3D printing, and sadly we lost him a few years back, which is sad. And some guys have put together the Sanjay Mortimer Foundation, and from that they are creating these events. This is a charity event, so it's going to be absolutely fantastic. For me, it's going to be a good opportunity to meet with quite a few other creators, people I've met before, some I haven't met before, some that I'm looking forward to meeting for the first time. Hopefully there will be drinks to be had, at least on the Saturday evening. I know there's an event on the Sunday, but I'll be coming straight home after. But yeah, so that's my plans for the weekend. But enough about me. What you guys are here for today is giveaways, and as those of you who have entered probably know, I have been using Gleam, because you've all entered through Gleam, and with Gleam there's no fanfare. Like the way I used to do it was copy a load of names into a spreadsheet and then put that spreadsheet into a thing with a spinny wheel, and the wheel would come up and there'd be a big fanfare and this is the winner. But it was a nightmare because I had to get people to comment on the video, and then I had to export those comments, which was a weird Google plugin, and then I had to reach out to that person, which was I've done competitions before where I've responded to people's comments, and for 3-4 days afterwards gone, like, you've won this, contact me, like here's how you contact me, and it hasn't been claimed, so I've had to let them then go to next people. Thankfully Gleam, as many of you know, thankfully Gleam captures your name, your email address, so all I have to do is press a button and it gives me your name and your details, and I just then forward them onto the brands, which is brilliant because it means I don't have to dick around. That's better for me, and well, it's better for you as well, because you know, if you win then you've won, and I send them your email address, they get in touch with you and arrange delivery of your winning printer. Hooray, yay! That's what we like to that's what we all like to do. So we had a lot of entrants. If I have a look at some of these competitions, I'll give you a breakdown. So we have, surprisingly, on the HeyGears RS, we have had over 1,127 entries, which is the biggest one that we've had so far. That's almost, and that's people entering, not entries. That is almost as big as the GK3 Ultra giveaway we had a few months back, which was 1,687. So we're going down from there. We've got the Saturn 4, which is 750, the Mars 5, 649, the M7 Max was a big one at 865, the M7 Pro was 619, the Mono 4 was 645, the GK3 Pro was 624, and weirdly, but quite rightly, because it means people paid attention to my video, 670 people have entered for the GK3. And then we've got a second RS giveaway, which was on my other channel, which has had, my other video, which was a follow-up to my Q&A with them, which has had over 2,318 entries. So despite me having some of the most negative criticisms around the HeyGears printer, it seems that it is the most sought after machine. So it just gives me a little bit more confidence as I go into my follow-up video, which I had written 3 times already before Black Friday, then had, for those of you who were there, had a little bit of an online breakdown on Black Friday, because I spent the whole day trying to, like, keep my mouth shut about the RS, because there are things that I wanted to say about it, but then also didn't want to invite hate, and then in the end I just fucking blew up. I was like, I can't keep this in any longer. Like, I have opinions that I think would be valid to share, and like anything you bottle up, it came out quite passionately. So I've rewrote that video now with the attitude of that passion from my passionate rant in the video, and then reread it. Then reread it back to myself and thought, no, that's just that. Like, I kind of want to react. I do want to react. I do want to go, you're all wrong. But at the same time, I also then need to be fair and respectful to other people's views when I'm asking them to be fair and respectful to our views. So instead of making a video that is, you're all wrong and clickbaity, I've done a video about how this printer caused me a fucking breakdown, and basically said, look, we've got this divide already in FDM. We've got the bamboo people, you know, we've got the bamboo people on one side of the fence, and the bamboo printers are generally more for makers, and then we've got all other 3D printers that are generally more for tinkerers, and as much as they like to pretend that they are on par, so far none of the ones I've played with are anywhere close, because they don't get it. They don't realise it's about the software and the interface more than it's about the machine. So that's the thing. So that's the divide we're having at the moment. And then then there's the Prusa guys who are in a league of their own, who are very, and again, I respect individuals' opinion, but the Prusa, the cult of Prusa, shall we say? The cult of Prusa kind of sits somewhere off to the top side, saying our printers are the best, and there will be nothing. So, oh, hang on. I don't hate HeyGears. I'm disappointed that they don't deliver to Scandinavia at all. Bear with me. Because I was meant to reply to this earlier. Bear with me. Scrolling down. Shipping several. Keep an eye out on December 10th. That's all I'm going to say. I haven't got that confirmed. So 10th or maybe 11th, so 5 days. And maybe people in Denmark, Sweden and Poland and several other European countries keep an eye out around the 10th of December. So yeah, that's all. I mean, I don't know that I can repeat that, but I haven't been explicitly told I can't. But yeah, there we go, mate. I'm here for replies. Any news about the GK3 Pro? The update I've had today, which is in this video. So this video that you're seeing right now, that's up for members only. You can't actually see what's being said in it, but is a video I recorded whilst I was at formnext, and then followed up, which is basically just my view of Uniformation's reasons for their current state. I'm probably going to get shit for it and be told I'm a Uniformation apologist, but whatever. They asked me to make this video. I'm very clear at the beginning they asked me to make this video, but they haven't edited it, so I shared my thoughts. So yeah. But yeah, so that's that. So anyway, as I was saying, yeah, we've got this divide. We've got the mate kind of like, and we haven't got a proper name for it. We could do with a proper inclusive name for it. Like, we've got the makers and the tinkerers, but that doesn't just sound right, and it doesn't clearly separate them, and that's what's happening in the FDM space. And you've got a small proportion of people who are being rude and ruining the community with like, you don't know how to level a bed, you're an idiot. And it's like, well, they're not even considering that person might just have bought a printer to play with and that sort of thing. So yeah. Yes, Nico, yes, I saw something at formnext that was new or interesting. That's my other video that's being worked on at the thing. Yeah, Mark, yeah, you could say hobbyists, but then the problem with hobbyists is hobbyists could refer to printer hobbyists as well. Like, hobbyists being people like me. I refer to myself as a hobbyist because to me, hobbyist means wargamer or painter or something like that. So there we go. But yeah, let's have a look. Harry Jones says, if I'm in the UK looking to buy a heated printer for the garage, what would I recommend for a machine where simplicity, reliability is more important than hyper-detailed print? Well, the only one that is simple and generally reliable, like simplicity, is the HeyGears, but that's got a big but with it, so check out that review, because the big but is they all but enforce their own resin. You can use your own resin, but it's a bloody expensive printer, and it's got its own way of learning how to use it compared to the others, but once you crack it, it's easier than anything else. After that is probably the GK2, but if you're in the UK you can't get one, so order a GK3, but I don't know. I mean, maybe you can get one on Amazon or a reseller, but I don't know when the GK3 will be coming. And this video gives you a bit of an update on it, which will be coming out on Tuesday next week. So this video that you're seeing on the left right now will be out on Tuesday next week for non-members, but and it's only a mild update. Like, don't go signing up to get the latest update on the GK3. It is literally they've changed this, and that's a text caption that's been added. Most of this is just, look, if you're upset with Uniformation, totally get it, but yeah, if you're upset with Uniformation, totally get it, but if you do want this printer and it's a good printer, then we should probably give them a little more patience, and to a degree they have earned a bit of that by being the best company. They're asking for patience, but I can't assess them. I'm not going to drag a company over the coals, any company over the coals, until they show me a pattern of shitness, or they really continue to drop the ball. I can't assess how Uniformation have done in regard to this whole GK3 damage scenario until they're through it, which is, yeah. Was there any new large format resin printer to be released at formnext? Yeah, I saw the Cobra 3 Max, which was cool. However, I also since then saw a post yesterday of somebody who, I can't remember what group it was on, but they put, I bet my clog is worse than yours, and the entire hot end had clearly just caught fire, which makes me nervous and worries me. So yeah, so there we go. Right, so I love that, a pattern of shitness. Yeah, well, sometimes I can't think of the right words. I am only articulate when I've got a script written, and I mostly use a thesaurus for the big words. Some of the ones I've used in my HeyGears video include, and I'm quite proud of these because I had to email someone to ask what they were, outdated or specious strawman arguments to outright fallacy. I quite like that. But again, that's for anyone who is here and isn't pro HeyGears or is anti HeyGears. You need to take that in context because I'm referring to some of the arguments that I'm seeing. Specifically, some are being, you know, based on specious logic, or some of them are right. Yeah, exactly. AG miniatures. The reason why I use the word fallacy in the intro is because I can then come back to and refer to one of the arguments as the most phallic. So yeah, it literally, I've got to have at least one dick joke in every video except for the one that I'm showing right now, because that was all but it's a weird one, right? I'll be clear. It was sponsored by HeyGears, or at least they basically said, right, we'll pay you to make a video at our booth, like we'll cover your cost to fly here. And I said no, you don't need to. And I had another brand doing that, but we worked something out, and they said do this video, and I recorded this video with them, where it was like me doing an interview with them, like tell me about your printer, and then Ground Affected came home literally like one day, got the same video out, and I was like, well, if we both end up putting the same style of video out, that's just going to come across as terrible. And for the reasons you'll understand why in my video, this wasn't a, oh, let's pay you to be a mouthpiece. It was, please can you help us communicate to the audience because we are shit at it, which is very much what this was about. So I said, yeah, I'll do that. So that's what the interview originally was, but then I went back and went, no, let me just talk to people, because if you do it, you're gonna look worse. Like poor, like your dad, not your dad, but the guy who goes by your dad, whose name I swear is like your dad in South African or something. But yeah, his video is really good, and you can see him trying to actually coach Bruce through the words he's trying to say, and it's because that was probably like the 8th take that they did, and Bruce, obviously with English not being his first language, stumbled on his words. So yeah, so people will look at that. People will look at that and shit on that, and shit on content like that, because you're leading them to say something, and it wasn't leading them to say the right thing for the audience. It was trying to help someone whose English isn't their first language to trying to, what's the word, whose English isn't their first language, to speak more directly. Otherwise you would have got a video of which is what mine ended up being, and why you haven't got that at all. So anyway, there you go. So right, I'm going to shut up now. There is 171 people watching. Yeah, exactly, Tainted Camper. There's nothing wrong with that, but this is the internet, and anything can be... There's a word for it. If you know the word for it, that's the word I'm looking for. But like, and I need to use this in my video because we get a lot of this nowadays. And I'm trying to think of this word to use in my next video. We get a lot of this nowadays where you can say a sentence and then somebody doesn't really listen to the sentence. They either focus on one word or an intonation and then infer from that what you really mean behind. Misconstrued is sort of, it's frequently misconstrued out of context, this sort of thing. Exactly that. And yeah, I'll come back to your question in a minute, Igor, because that is something I address in the video that you're watching to the left. But yeah, this type of thing where you end up having an argument. So the example is like HeyGears, you know, people have, as we pointed out, and sorry to keep going back over this, even I'm fucking sick of it now. But yeah, HeyGears, for example, we keep going back over that, and like the example is everyone complaining, what's it, planned obsolescence. Well, as one person pointed out, who is an electronics, somebody messaged me and said, like, I'm an electronics product manager for another company, and what people are referring to as planned obsolescence is actually life cycle management. You plan a product through its life, and anybody going, oh, these, because this costs $1,000, I should be able to hand it down to my kids and my grandkids. Anybody who has that view seriously has a warped perspective of electronics. Like, electronics and electric devices. Like, I haven't had a fridge in my life that I would ever be able to pass down to my kids. Although saying that, our first oven, which was a gas oven, so less electronics in there. Probably, I don't know if there was none actually, but our first gas oven was a hand-me-down from my wife's granddad. So, okay, fair enough. So, without the exact example I've just given, I don't know a single electronic device that lasts that long. So, yeah, it's just ridiculous. Things degrade. And the newer things are, the faster they degrade with thinner circuits on your motherboards, and that's it. And I know that, you can get stuff out there that does last, but it's generally just unrealistic nowadays to see anything like that. You can get things that degrade on the motherboard and that sort of thing. But the point is, so people go in and say, oh, this is such and such, it's planned obsolescence because they're only going to give it a 3-year life cycle. Well, the word I'm looking for is describing that type of argument, which I think is specious is the word, or there might be a better word, but that type of argument completely ignores any of the counter facts, such as, well, first of all, it's not a 3-year life cycle, it's a it's planned life cycle management. So the product is out for 2 years for a start before they give you that 3 years. But then the people who are making this complaint, generally, I haven't equally seen as much passion be thrown at brands which we saw, like Anycubic and Elegoo, who have a product out for a year, in some cases cost more than these, and because they don't announce a support period after like a product goes off sale, they're getting away with it. When there are literally printers a year old that you can't get screens for, but no one. So what I'm trying to do is find the right word to describe that type of, for lack of a better one, ignorant argumentation, where you're arguing your point is so strong with complete disregard and ignorance to any counter facts. I think fallacy is the right word. Yeah. So, I'm not sure if it's disingenuous or not quite honest, but yeah, straw man. It's a straw man argument. I think that's right. So there we go. So that's the word. Thank you ever so much. You have all contributed, and I'll watch this back afterwards to see the comments I've missed. But yeah, I will actually use this. So you are all part of my next video for helping me with this one. So at least one of my next videos anyway. One of the next ones my editor's going to be edited, which is literally probably me having a rant about some stuff, which is intended to be inclusive, not exclusive. I don't like the idea that we should separate the resin space. We've already had this in FDM, where we've got, what I describe as the makers and the tinkerers. Maybe that'll catch on if I start using it. And neither of these people have invalid opinions, but what I'm trying to do is, I don't want to be the sort of creator who goes out there inciting a mob because I don't like this product. I just think that's I think that would be really petty of me to try and sway you to fight these brands to do what I think is right. Like, who the fuck am I? Who the fuck are any of us? We don't have an opinion. These brands are going to do what they want to do no matter what we think. So yeah, that would be quite immature of me to try and do that. So instead, what I want to do is just go, look, they're going to do what they want to do. we can be vocal and unhappy about it, but if we're vocal about the wrong thing, then we are not helping, and we end up just fighting amongst ourselves. Yeah, we the people, which is why I called my video "The People versus HeyGears." And we should be coming together. We should be coming together on these things and accepting that we've all got different views and different wants and different needs. Little point out to Vogman I saw on my screen just there a couple of minutes ago as well. And if you want to know what comment I say about Vogman, either wait till Tuesday or sign up as a member. Yeah, so that'd be good. So Grav Borlum Dendak, what's he on about? He's just fucking talking shit as usual, aren't I? But yeah, so Nico, good to see you in the chat. For anybody who was here on Black Friday, the one printer that I did talk about is actually designed and developed in part by your good man Nico, and that machine is the Athena. And I'm not sure, what's the name of it, Nico? Is it the Athena 2? Is it the Athena Pro, or are we just going straight out Athena? Because that is literally Athena 2. It's Athena 2 in Roman numerals. So Athena II, or it could be Athena I. No, that just sounds ridiculous. Don't do it. Yeah, that's the printer I talked about. So Nico in the chat is the guy who is partially responsible for design and development. I say partially because I don't know your input. I know obviously you've got a partner, Nico, but yeah. So whether you've done like all of it and he's taking credit, or whether you're just like a bit of a Matt Damon to Ben Affleck, or the other way around, and you just kind of turn off, fart and go stick my name on that and before you hand it in, kind of thing. Don't know, but yeah, you are at least in part responsible, and part responsible. Oh, there you go. So you're the founder of the company and do all the hardware development. So definitely more of a fart and stick your name on it kind of thing. So fantastic. Right, should we give some printers away? Should we give some? Thank you for helping me with my next video, everyone, and just listening to me rant. But I watched Die Hard with my son last night. There is no doubt it's definitely a Christmas movie. Yep, 100%. In fact, no, I disagree. Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. Die Hard is the Christmas movie. The Christmas movie. Yeah. So, yeah, 100%. Someone once asked Bruce Willis, God bless him, and I don't know why I said God bless him. I'm not a religious person of any kind, but, you know, just bless the man. He's responsible for a lot of happiness throughout my life watching him. Great guy. Yeah, Lethal Weapon is the sequel to Die Hard. Brilliant. But yeah, they actually asked him once whether or not it's a Christmas movie, and he said it's neither. It's a Bruce Willis movie. Which I was like, shut up, Bruce. It's a Christmas movie. But I also don't want to disrespect him because unfortunately he's now ill. Which, you know, that's bringing the mood down, and I'm sorry about that. So right, let's just do this in order. So if I go into the Saturn 4 giveaway first, there's no fanfare, no wonderful wow or anything like that. But I will just go 3, 2, 1, press a button, and then say this is the winner. I will not give out the winner's full names. I will pass the winner's contact details over to the brand, and I will say, hey brand, contact this person and give them this printer. So let's have a look. I want a text document open so I can copy and paste it. So this is the Saturn 4, which we'll paste there, and let me just see, where do I actually press the button? Ah, there we go, winners. And I pressed draw winner. So we've got 9 of these to do, guys. We've got 8 of them, and then we'll go from there. So talk amongst yourselves for a sec, because I need to take a moment. Any questions, please ask me in the comments. This is the bit where I want to do it, and I start like just edging people. Ah, Tainted Camper, welcome to Samurai. You can now watch the audio version, a full audio and video version of the video which is playing to my left now. So don't do that. Don't do it yet. Go and watch the rest of this. But yeah, give me a minute. I'm just gonna have a quick vape. You can watch me do that, and then yeah, there we go. But yeah, anyone who wants to sign up now, anyone who wants to donate to the tip goal, that would be wonderful. But if you're going to donate, then please consider instead, for the same amount of money, signing up as a member, because then you get your name in the credits and you get to see my early access videos, of which there's this one, there's another one about formnext, which should hopefully be out this weekend, and then the next one after that is going to be me ranting about HeyGears and the follow-up to that sort of situation. So, right, give me a minute, let me just have a vape. Okay, that was it, guys. Just wanted a quick vape. Just want to say thank you to the people who signed up and became members and gifted memberships in that break. Zenthai saying, awesome video on uniformation. So obviously you've already seen the one that's playing to the left. Thank you very much. And formnext. And I will do my hardest to keep up the good work, which I think I've done, again, after mulling over and writing at least 5 scripts now, fighting people regarding the HeyGears situation. I've instead decided to use it as an opportunity to say, let's stop fighting, let's just come together. I think trying to unify this community is a healthier thing to do with my time than you know, trying to fight people and creating more enemies. I don't want to, like, I am a bit of a dick. I'll admit that. We're all a bit of a dick, but I'm not an arsehole. So, yeah. Also, Nico, thank you for signing up. Don't think this means I'm going to give you preferential treatment because you've signed up to, like, the top level. Don't think this means that I am going to give you any kind of preferential treatment on your printer. I am going to struggle to rip that to pieces because what I've seen of it so far... I don't know, like, I'm looking at it, so for anybody who's not yet checked out the Athena 2, please do. Nico, I'm going to bend you over a little bit and say, like, most of the time I literally make a living off affiliate links, so I hope you've got that at least set up, because I probably am going to talk this printer up quite a bit, and based on what I've seen of it so far, I'm excited for it, mate. I've got to say I'm excited. I understand now, if anyone saw Vogman's video on the Athena last year, or may even have been late 2023, like, I was so eager for the original Athena, and then I saw it last year at... it must have been, it was 2023 last year. So I saw the Athena last year at Smurf, Sanjay Mortimer Rep Rap Festival, and I was well impressed, and immediately I was like, Nico, send me one, and then obviously you sorted out the backers and then have moved on now to Athena 2. I am excited to get my hands on Athena 2. I am excited to share my thoughts on it. However, this is going to be more of a preview because it's going to be kick-started in January or the new year. But yeah, I think a lot of people are going to be excited to see this machine specifically, and most importantly, the onboard features that I briefly talked about. But yeah, like, if that works the way I think it's going to work, then that is the one that truly potentially bridges the gap between HeyGears and everything else, and I think that's going to impress a lot of people. So HeyGears being proprietary and a little bit arseholey about it, or at least they're coming across that way, is going to do you guys. Oh, no Kickstarter pre-orders. Ooh, okay. Oh, and I'm getting 2 printers. Fantastic. All right, immediately, everyone. That's a. You know, I am a shill. Fuck it. I'll just admit it. Yeah, everyone buy the Athena too. I'm only kidding. I will give you a decent. I'll give you a decent preview. Initially, I don't like to be critical in previews. Like, I'll talk about a few things. But again, it's a preview. It's unfair. You can't judge something till it's tested. But yeah, if you're sending me 2 of them, fuck it. Yeah, I'll shill the shit out of it. Jokes. But I'm sure someone's going to clip that section and drag me over the coals for it. So yeah, there we go. Right, okay, let's do a giveaway. I've figured it out. Oh, and a couple of other people signed up, so I need to address those. Charlie, thank you so much for gifting a membership. The person who became a member will now get their name in the credits, have access to videos depending on member level and things like that. So yeah. So how does Uniformation and HeyGears communication to the community and support compare to each other? Better, good, or worse? Interesting one. So Uniformation at the moment are fucking struggling. I've told them their biggest problem. I said this to them. I literally said to their face. I asked, like, what do you think is the best feature of your printer? And they were like, well, we've got various answers: the heater, the easy replaceable screen, the VAT, and stuff like that. And I said, no, it's your customer service. I said, it's all well and good having these features, and you do have just you've kind of fell into that lucky part of having the best combination of features, but it's how you respond to your customers, which they've done a pretty decent job of compared to the others in the past. In their Facebook group, like, if you need support, go on the Facebook group, and it's typically a guy called James who works for them. It's not. Email them and you might get a response, you might not, but when you do get a response, it's somebody working in a call center. And look, I've worked in a call center. I did not give a shit about my job, and yeah, and this is a call center abroad. So with they've done a bad thing, I think, by releasing the GK3 whilst they've still got issues with the GK3 Ultra, and they're still solving the issues with the GK. In fact, this scene see how there's a white gap to the left of me under my arm. The reason why that white gap is there is because there were 2 printers there, and to show them the problem with the power switch on the back, we moved those printers next to each other. To show them that when printers are right up next to each other, you can't reach the power switch to the printer on the left. It's a daft thing. So they were like, oh right, and they've changed that. So they are addressing it, but they're a small company. And they understand that they are under pressure. One of the main members of staff is taking a leave of absence at the moment. It's not my place to share why she's leaving. She will be back after a few months, but yeah, she's taking some time off. Nothing negative, it's an incredibly positive reason why she's taking some time off, but they're a staff member down, an important staff member down as well, and they've got the GK3 Ultra issues to contend with, and the GK3's release. They're just slow. So right now, not good. If they can get back up, brilliant. Uniformation's customer support, now it's difficult for me to talk about because I've seen a limited amount. Now, if I have an issue and I've had to email them, I find that email support with all these companies are pretty terrible, including Uniformation. They're not good at responding to emails, and I don't know what they're like in HeyGears. Communicating with them as a company is generally far better than any company I have ever spoken to whilst doing this, with the exceptions of Bamboo, Prusa, and Concepts 3D, who is Nico, who's literally in the chat now, and I'd put Nico at the top because he's in the chat now and he's listening. But yeah, like, those are the top 3. Then probably HeyGears are ever so slightly under them, because if I have any issues with prints, I want to improve print quality, and in the early days there were a few things I had to do because I was learning their way of doing it, the new way. and you just do it in the slicer they get back to you, and I think that's fucking brilliant. But when I email them and get an email back and it's in clearly written, understood English, and they understand my complaints that I put through in regard to the approach to the community, and respond directly to the point where I can have them on a live stream, I think that is, to a point, quite invaluable and not something you see from other brands. So generally really good, and they're improving, but not as good as Bamboo, Prusa, who are probably at the top, because Prusa, you literally can go online, go in a live chat, jump in a queue, wait, and you speak to a person, I think 24/7, which is great. And again, so far, Concepts 3D, who are great. David Harris has upgraded to Samurai. Thank you, David. I hope that answers your question. And yeah, we'll go from there. So, forgive me my ignorance, guys. Fohammer, what's that? I call BS on... Oh, Knots. I call BS on that. This is... So, Knots. I was going to say... I'm ignoring comments, but Knots is someone I used to work with. I think I remember you now. Am I right, Knots, that you and you may still do, you frequently wore knitted sweaters? Are you that person? So anyway, but because I said I hated my job in a call centre, they're saying they're calling bullshit on that statement. I remember you talking to customers on the phones. You didn't fob people off. No, I didn't fob people off, but I also did not give two fucks about that job. There is literally only one, like there are only two polls. I'm sorry, Knots. There are two polls I remember for that job. And now you've pretty much confirmed you're neither of them. So... And we were on the same team. Forgive me. Let's have a look. I think be sure to join the Discord. But yeah, definitely, guys, join the Athena Discord. In fact, Nico, if you have your phone nearby, just text me a link to the Discord, and I'll put it in the live chat. So you're saying no, you're not Paul. All right. Right. Let's give away some printers whilst I wait for a text from Nico. I don't know why I'm waiting. I always forget there's a minute or so delay on these videos. Forgive me, sorry. I know I shouldn't do this, but I've literally got like a bit of dead skin on the back of my thumb, and it's irritating me and I want to bite it off. Right, okay. First up, we have a Elegoo Saturn 4, and I will draw the winner in 3, 2, 1. I told my wife this is going to be half an hour. I've already been talking for 47 minutes and we haven't even got to the draw yet. The first one of 9. Okay, here we go. So, the first winner is from... oh God, I hate trying to pronounce places from countries I don't know. Boblingen, Germany. And the winner is Stefan. So if you check the description of the video, there will be all of the links to the competitions, and those links will now show the names of the winners. So well done, Stefan. So there we go. Thank you, Nico. So Nico has just sent me a text. Yeah, what's up, friends? Like, this is why Nico, like, why Concepts 3D is the best customer service so far, in my opinion. Everyone else I send an email to, and I'm waiting a day before I get a response. No matter what time of day I send an email to these companies, it's typically a day before I get a response. Because when I wake up in the morning and check my emails, they've finished for the day, and it's the evening for them. Some of them will work late, and I won't get a response until like their next day, and their work day is whilst I'm asleep. Yeah, which is absolute annoying. Concepts 3D or Nico, I just text him. It's that easy. So check out Athena 2. This is... There we go. There's your Discord link. But yeah, and a little dig about affiliate links. I am gonna what's it about that? Because yeah, it's forgive me, mate. And if anyone wants to call me a shill for like trying to earn money, I do want to turn this into a job at some point. Bear with me 1 second. I've just heard my son cry out in the background and my wife's gone out, so I'm just going to check on him. Give me 2 secs. Never mind, turns out he just got a victory royale. So if anyone knows what one of those is, yeah, you can find me also playing online as Fohammer. But yeah, so there we go. Right then, okay, so let's have a look. Okay, let's pop back. So we've done the Saturn 4. Next, we'll do another one. I'm going to try and... oh, competitions. There we go. Yep, it is Fortnite. It is Fortnite. Okay, here we go. So that was the Saturn 4. Next is the Mars 5 giveaway. What I really like, I'll tell him after. Yeah, well done. I mean, he didn't get it on his own. He's in a squad, so you know that doesn't count. He got quarter of one. So there you go. I've got one on my own before. Dead proud. It was really late at night when everyone was in bed. Right, so next up is the Mars 4, which I'm going to do now. And I want to say thank you to everyone. I seem to have slowly weeded out the dickheads, because I used to do these, and I'd waffle on for half an hour, and people would be like, just get to the draw, and I'd be like, just fuck off. And I haven't had to say that. So thanks for just generally being cool people, and accepting that, you know, this is the background noises on the latest video scared the shit out of you. Let me finish my thought. Thanks for being cool people and not being dickheads about wanting free stuff from me. Do you mean, I noticed it in the edit, do you mean the door in my latest video when you can hear the when the door closes? And yeah, that was my son again, who I'd said, like, just stay in the kitchen just for 5 minutes while I record this one line, and then 2 minutes into it, he went so immediately after I recorded that line of the video, I went, fuck! So, yeah. Chicken is chicken, don't try to take that away from anyone. Alright, 3, 2, 1, let's draw the Mars 5. The Mars 5 is, I'm just going to say their name, subscribed on YouTube. This is a person from Sweden, and they go by House of Latin. Well done. I was worried about losing subs when I put my foot down and said you were going to do what you need to do, and you've gained 3k since then. Hell yeah. I'm going to say, yeah, but that 3k I've earned is because I was giving away free printers. I'm certainly not going to take too much credit and be like, oh wow, I'm so good for the 3,000 subs I've earned in the last week. I know those 3,000 subs are from people who want a free printer. So well done, House of Latin. You get yourself a Mars 5. I will send your email to Elegoo, and then going from there. So yeah, he was in chat most of the day. Oh, fantastic! I knew it sounded familiar. So yeah, and this is around the time that he would be awake. They're only an hour ahead, so it'll be about 8 p.m. now. So yeah. What would happen to my sub count if I give away subs in HeyGears? This is the thing, right? It's weird. I have lost more subs in my HeyGears videos than in any other video that I've done for any other printer ever. But I have earned more subs through HeyGears giveaways than any other printer ever. I think, and it makes sense, doesn't it? Like, tell me tell me if I'm wrong in this assumption. I know this isn't every case, and I do say in videos, I think everyone, but I mean the royal everyone, not every fucking individual person. But hyperbole is not something that is commonly understood online, especially when you're speaking in English to people whose first language is not quite a lot of the time. I think English speaking only makes up like 60% of my audience, or at least directly English speaking anyway. So there we go. I'm waiting for this, like YouTube's meant to start automatically auto dubbing my videos, so there we go. Christian, my HeyGears RS comes in on Monday. Fucking enjoy it, man. I hope it is everything you hoped it would be. Again, it takes a little bit of learning if you've tried another printer, because it's different, but once you kind of get past it, I think you start realizing, oh wow, this actually is better. And we've got so ingrained in doing things a certain way, because Lychee and Chitubox and Tango and Photon Workshop work in such similar ways that you expect that similar way with HeyGears, but when it's slightly different, it does throw you. But then you sort of like, I came around to realise, yeah, why am I dicking around with all those things? Why am I doing it this way and the other things? Like literally now all I do is drag a model in, press repair, orient the model, auto support the model if it needs supports, otherwise not, and press print. Like that's it. So it's really good. Right, okay, we've got our first HeyGears RS to give away, so let's do that. Was the first announcement a Stefan or a, not that I've a vested interest, a Stephen? It was a Stefan, Stefan, from I want to say, yeah, it was Germany, wasn't it? The last guy, the last person, shouldn't say guy, that's assuming a gender that I have no idea of. The last person is House of Latin, and they were from Sweden, I believe. So the RS has been great for me so far. I've had some issues with artifacts on supports. Have you or anyone else in the chat had that issue? I haven't had issues with. What do you mean by artifacts on supports? By their supports, or yeah? Just put @Fohammer when you reply, Michael. Otherwise, I won't know you're talking to me. But I might miss it anyway because we're going from there. Yeah, sorry, Stephen. It was Stefan. Yeah, is that CNC Kitchen? It was CNC Kitchen. Good spot. Let's have a look. Right, okay, so back to competitions. Finished. We have done that one, Saturn 4. We'll do that. That's picked. Announce winners in widget. Announce with avatars. Announce. Bear with me, I've just got to do a little bit of thingy. What do I call it? So there we go. Yeah, bear with me a second. I've got to do a little bit of admin because I'm still figuring out Gleam. So I'm going to look like I'm vaping. Talk amongst yourselves for a minute. Maybe sing a song in the chat. Yeah. So. Right, okay, we're back. So the next one, because I clicked the wrong thing, is going to be the Anycubic giveaway. So they gave us 3 printers. So we're going to start with the Mono 4, and then we're going to do, we're going to do it brand by brand. So we'll do Mono 4. What was the next one? M7 Pro, M7 Max. Now Anycubic did originally offer me the Cobra 3 and the Mono 4 Ultra, but I begged them and said, look, like, don't give me the Cobra 3, it's more of a resin channel anyway, please give me the M7 Max, it's my favourite printer of the year, let me give one of those away. And they were like, yeah, we can do, are you going to talk about Anycubic a lot? I said, I'll definitely talk about you for the biggest portion of the show, which I hope I did. I think I probably spent more time arguing about fucking HeyGears, didn't I? I'm sorry, alright. I'm doing one more video, which will hopefully bring us all back together and just at least agreeable, and then go from there. And I'm also talking weird again, like I said, for those who weren't at the beginning of the show. I've got a bad throat, feel ill, and I actually cracked my tooth earlier today. So, yeah. You know, normally people try to avoid mono. And until recently, they probably should have done the same with Anycubic as well. So here we are, winners, Mono 4, and then we've got the GK3, GK3 Pro, HeyGears RS2, because we already did one, HeyGears RS3, there we go. So boom, Mono 4. Right, so let me draw the winner, which I am doing in 3, 2, and click. Cracking bad time. I plan to buy HeyGears in the future. Sorry, but HeyGears won that one. I think they did, and it wasn't even. It was. Have you? And this can't just be me. This can't just be me. Where you've had to, like, you've wanted to hold to. You know where they say, like, oh, don't say anything. You'll just upset them. Like, I don't know. Like maybe to a grandparent or something like that, where someone's been like, oh, don't say anything about that to your grandma, you'll upset her. That's how I was that entire stream. I was like, don't talk about HeyGears, it's just going to piss people off. But I had it sat right there, and I was like, I want to fucking talk about this, and then boom, it came out. So now it's flooding out, and I'm glad it did. So the winner is, sorry, and I don't know what that stretchy face gif is all about, but yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, I know, and that's it. I don't want to convert people, but I want to change perspective of the brand, because I think the perspective is currently unfair. Because they are doing so much good, and no one's talking about that, and it's unfair. So the winner of the Mono 4 is at Shark Raw 3D Resin Fan, and that winner comes from Irving, Texas, USA. There's like a U, S, and an A, USA. I don't know where that is, but yeah, they're from USA. So well done at Shark Raw 3D Printing Fan. You have won a Mono 4. Let's crack on with it, because I've got a script to write tonight, and record as well, because I want to go away this weekend to Smurf and not worry that I've got stuff to do. And I have got stuff to do, because I've got to still do the XL review, the Prusa XL. I've got to do the K2 from Creality, and I don't know, should I bother? So, Chiditech sent me the Q4 Plus. Should I bother doing that review, or should I just send it back? Like, it's going to the back of the queue, because, yeah, like, it's not good. Let me know. Yeah, I've never heard of USA before either. But it's there. Right, okay, competitions. Let's go back to this. So, we've just done the Mono 4. Quick draw. And we do still have, for anyone who doesn't win the HeyGears video, we do still have an ongoing HeyGears giveaway from the review. So there's 220 of you here watching now. Please go and watch my HeyGears initial review for the RS. There's a link on there where you can enter another HeyGears competition. I've had over I don't know whether it's the same people, but 3,000 entries on HeyGears printers. But that video, that giveaway will only be drawn when that video hits 50 33,000 views, and we're getting there. We're getting close. It's at 30 or 35 now. So go and enter, and then watch that video, and then right click. You can do it like this: right click, press loop, then put it on mute, or I don't know if Google knows when you put it on mute, but put the volume right down, put your device somewhere else, and just leave it playing. And that's it, and then you'll get those views up, and that'll massively help me, and you'll win a printer sooner. Right, finished. Mono 4, so the Mono 4, and then winners, announce the winner in a widget. There we go, so that winner has been announced. Next we're going to do the M7 Pro. Fohammer, I was a Creality fan, then I encounter customer service. So now I hate them. Yeah, I get that. I get that. Advocating click fraud. It's not click fraud, it's view fraud. It's very different. It probably is also in breach of YouTube's terms of service. So I hope all of you know that that recommendation I gave you just then was a joke, and I don't really mean it. But also, if you do it, I'm not going to tell anyone. Right, finished. Let's do another one. So next we have the M7 Pro. Is the list of winners getting posted anywhere? Sort of. I can't do it as like one list, but the description of this video, Joe Bob, has the links to all the giveaways. So as I'm doing the giveaway, the names will be announced on each of the links. Why doesn't HeyGears just support a resin with license, but for their premium reflex printer instead of the RS to increase its cells? I'm not sure what you mean there, Charlie. Why doesn't HeyGears just support a resin with license? I'm not sure. Is that not something they answered for you in the Q&A we did with them? Oh, yeah, okay, fine. Let me show you the video you need to loop. Right. Fohammer. No, that's fohammer.com. Most of you don't know I've got a website as well. I haven't written on it in over a year. Please thank Rob and Jordan for doing that. They write on it now. I don't look at it, but it's about Warhammer stuff, and I just don't have the time between work and this channel. What's the Fohammer YouTube? There we go. That. Here we are. So here's my channel. You can have a look at videos. You can watch this as well. This is a good video you should watch. Winners announcement live. So go here. Look, there's Crush. She's lovely. She's my contact at HeyGears. That is just a temporary thumbnail. The actual thumbnail is going to be like angelic uniformation one side, and then devilish uniformation the other side. And then it's going to be an apology. So hopefully I'll get clicks. Moving down. So not that one. You want to watch this one that says the Resin King, HeyGears Ultracraft Reflex, initial and fair. I had to put that in inverted commas. Review, perfect printing made easy, and that's what it's about. So this video, which currently has 33,000 views, we'll leave that one playing. If you go and watch that, in fact, if you look here, scroll down. You can buy it there, or you can enter the competition here. An entrance must be in locations that HeyGears ships to, but considering this will take a while, anybody in Europe should probably enter, because I don't think we're going to do this draw before the 10th of December, when HeyGears may be making some changes to their shipping policy. But go, right click, press loop, turn the volume right down. Although I turned it off. If I turn it all the way up, it'll probably, you can actually hear it. Ooh, bad idea. Don't mute it, I don't think, because then YouTube know you're not watching. So turn the volume down, leave your phone in the other room, and then leave it playing. So yeah. You're gutted it's no longer me on the website. I read it in your voice. Well, it does tell you who writes each article, but no one else does that. So yeah. Nah, I'm not going to watch the stream. There is a pic. There's a prick in the chat that's obviously a Mass Effect fan. Yes, and I did notice the N7. I think we've mentioned that before a while ago, haven't we? And I still desperately want a proper jacket, like, and I've seen one, but I'm too old now, and I look stupid in them. But I want like a proper N7 jacket with the red stripe and the white things on it, which would be cool. Right, another printer giveaway. So draw winner. So we've done the M7 Pro. Draw the winner for the M7. Sorry, we've done the M4. We're now doing the M7 Pro. So I heard that HeyGears may be talking to other resin manufacturers. They just want to make sure it's consistent quality. Have you heard anything like this? Last time I'm posting this, I can't comment on that. So no, it's fine. Be spammy if you really want to know the answer to something, and I've ignored you. Just spam it. But yeah, just spam the comments until I acknowledge you. Or another way to get my attention is to tip. Or be a member. Those people generally catch my eye. It's not a preferential thing as much as it's like I'm only answering the people who pay me. It's that their names come up in bright green and everyone else is grey in the chat to me when I look at it, so I'm like, that sticks out. But if you desperately want an answer to something, just put @Fohammer. So yeah, just get it. Thought the same. My wife got me one. I'm loving it. And this is the thing, like, you know, everyone's anti HeyGears, but the more people get them, the more they're gonna realize, oh, hang on a minute, shit, this is good. So yeah. Have I ever thought about doing a podcast? Bear with me. Oh no, that's. Oh god, has that been playing the whole time? That's the secret level trailer for Warhammer. Bear with me. Okay, I thought I had this open somewhere. Go back. Okay, forget this. Let me have a look. Sorry, this is my song that I sing to myself when I am thinking. So, have I thought of doing a podcast? Yeah. Sometimes this is me on a podcast. This is called The Painting Phase. If anybody hasn't heard of The Painting Phase, here is The Painting Phase. Please go like and subscribe to The Painting Phase. So yeah, I've thought about it. It's run by my mate Pat, and I just go and talk about stuff. And this whole section here, there we go. Like there's normally a section. There's a couple of sections on the show. One of the sections is This Is Jeff, great guy. The doggy is Bella. She's fucking awesome. She used to bark at me all the time. Now as soon as I run in, as soon as I walk in, she just lies down for cuddles. But This is Jeff. So we have topics on the show. One of the guaranteed topics is always that Jeff rants. You know, Jeff is a pretty old school war gamer, so he definitely wants to have a rant about something every week. He is a lovable, harmless giant, one of the nicest people you can meet, and just a generally alright guy. But the guy you can't see is Pat, and it's Pat's show, and it's always been Pat's show. And he's grown it and sort of nurtured it, and then there's been some changes recently. So anybody who knows the show, please come and join and watch us. We just have a laugh and talk about Warhammer. But this whole section here is my segment of Ross rants from 1 hour 18 minutes until 1 hour 47 minutes, which is just explaining to two people who aren't into 3D printing what I thought of formnext, which was mad. And the dog is awesome. So, understand I can't say I got the M7 Max. Rumour has it that I might get a screen upgrade in the future if sales go well. I would love to see the M7 Max with a screen upgrade, but I don't know that is going to be doable on the current hardware. So they would probably need to swap the motherboard as well. So there we go. Oh yeah, exactly. So there you go. Right, let's draw. I've clicked draw on the M7 Pro giveaway. Good luck, everyone. And the winner it's somebody from the UK in Banbury, which is somewhere I actually used to work a while ago, for a trucking company, or work with a trucking company, and that their name is Will. So Will from Banbury, Banbury, United Kingdom, you have won yourself an M7 Pro. There you go. So next, I think we give away the M7 Max. Oh. You know, my wife asked me, she said, how can you talk all day? And it was mad. So the reason why I'm ill is not just because of the weekend. It's because, so I finished the live stream on Friday. I had 40 minutes to get ready before we went out and had a meal that evening. Went out for a meal, stopped over at my girlfriend's that night, woke up the next morning, went to a wedding for the day, came home that evening, got about 2 hours worth of work done, woke up the next morning and went to York for 2 days. And that's why I'm ill. Like, literally 8 hours of streaming, then a non-stop weekend. But Christmas is done, ready. Yeah, all done, or at least ordered, and things are on the way. So yeah, whew. Right, don't forget to have a drink. Good shout, AG, thank you for taking care of me. My problem right now is I didn't bring a drink because this was only meant to be half an hour. It's now been 90 minutes 15 seconds. Right, M7 Max, M7 Max, M7 Max. I didn't press the right button on the last thing, so I've now got to... York is beautiful. I love York. Especially the shambles. We went down the shambles, and I had a fight with a... In fact, no, right. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna take a break and get a prop because I want to tell you about a fight I nearly had at the weekend over some jam. No joke. No joke. Right, let me go and I just need some water. So yeah, right, competitions. Let's get the next one ready. Give me 1 minute. And yeah, so back in a second. Right, I'm back. So I've got my prop. Thank you very much, guys, for continuing the sing-song. And we'll go from there. So we haven't lost too many people as well in that short break. So, yeah, went to York at the weekend. This is just a fun anecdote that you might find amusing. So there's a Christmas market on, and we decided to go and have a look round the Christmas market because, you know, Christmas market, fun and nice and Christmassy. Wasn't the most Christmassy themed Christmas market, but it you know, the one in Nottingham I thought was a bit better. This one was a bit more just shacks, like glittery shacks, which, yeah. So, yeah, clearly he's getting some milk with how much time he's milking this video for. Well, I'm not making money on it, and I genuinely didn't want to be on this long. But I just get talking, and this is it. This is, by the way, this is why my videos are scripted, and why it's taken me 5 goes to write a M7 video. But we have done 4 giveaways of 9, so we're nearly halfway there. But yeah, so anyway, look at insert coin for N7 jackets. They look classy. I will look at those. Thank you very much. I will put that in my thingy, my search history. Oh, they do look nice. All right, I might order one of them. I need a nice summer jacket. So anyway, I'm gonna get to it. So yeah, we went to York, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. Oh yeah, no. If anyone's patronising me again, please. And I was saying I was nice earlier. If anyone's genuinely patronising me or like bored of this, let me explain. You will see you don't have to be here, guys. If this is a waste of your time and you don't find it at all entertaining, then please, by all means, you don't need to be here. You can just check the winners later. There's links down in the description, one for each of the winners. And if this isn't valuable to you, don't waste your time watching this. Go and find something more fun to do. And if you're here and you're like, get to the point, well, you don't need to be here. And if you're going to be rude and you've chosen to be here when you don't have to be, fuck off. But yeah, anyway, so went to York at the weekend. am I the only one? And I think there's a few people out there who are gonna thingy this. Anybody else into chilies, like hot food, spicy food, that sort of thing? Let me know. Like I love like chili with sweet stuff. So like any kind of, not like what are the word? Not like salsa jars and stuff like that. I mean like jams is what I'm talking about. Like chili jams. I really like them. And as we're walking around this stall, like one of my favourite things to do with my missus is I like to, because she fucking hates, like she will literally eat you know the Doritos spicy flavour that in the red packet in the UK. Um, but yeah, like the whatever chili heat wave, it's called chili heat wave. I bought them wrong once in the US and they weren't chili heat wave. They were like nacho cheese. But yeah, like sweet chili sauce is a gateway. But and I'm not like, oh, I could eat the hottest pepper, but I like something with a lot of strength, with a lot of flavour. If you get too much pepper, then if too much heat, then you don't get the flavour. But I also enjoy the flavour, and it's one of those, it's very much an acquired taste. You've got to kind of push yourself through it over years. Anyway, but I love it. And one of my favourite things to do when I'm out with the missus is I like to trick her into eating things that are hot that she doesn't know are hot, and then watching her face. And one time I do feel bad, like she hates me for it, but we do laugh about it afterwards, and you know she can leave me at any point if this gets too much for her. But I do like to trick her, and I've calmed down over the years. It was much more an early relationship thing, and my favourite time was when I really got her. We were at Wingstop. For anyone who doesn't know Wingstop, it's basically like boneless chicken bites, and they're in a sauce, like battered chicken bites, and they're in various sauces. And she was like, "Oh, can I try one of yours?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "Is it hot?" And I was like, "Not really," because I hadn't put any in my mouth yet. And she was like, "Well, what is it?" I was like, "It's mango." So she put it, the whole thing, she put it in her mouth, and as she put it in her mouth, I went, "And habanero." And I just saw her face, and bless her, she started welling up. So when I said she cried, I don't mean like she I had abused her to the point of tears. It was just the heat got so much for her that she just started welling up, and I was like, sorry, I'm so sorry. And then we had a little bit of a falling out, and then I had to go and get her something to drink. Went to the local shop to get her some milk, and yeah, it was amusing, and she's still trying to get me back for that to this day. But like, don't, in all seriousness, don't ever do this to somebody if you don't think they can take it or it's intense, because I always worry that someone can go into some kind of anaphylactic shock when you give them like hot stuff that they can't get. Anyway, so we're walking around and we see a chili jam stall, and I love, because Christmas dinner's coming up, I love cranberry and chili sauce, and I was like, oh, I need to see if he's got any. I've tried cheese takis. God, they're amazing. Yeah, they're incredible. I love cheese takis. So I went to this jam stand, and it was packed. So there was a guy next to me, two women here, and I sort of like, there was no queue. I just kind of like shuffled myself like that into the middle, like a sardine. And then the guy to the left of me got served, and he was still sort of like just stood around chatting with his other half and doing that, and I'm there like, I want to get answers. So I got my stick and started doing some taste tests, and then the lady next to me who'd got the stuff she wanted then sort of barged me out of the way as she leant over to pay, even though the guy had come to her. Then the next lady did that, and then it's my turn because nobody else was there, and I turned around and I went to go to the bloke, have you got any chili cranberry sauce, because there was none out. And then this guy next to me just came in and just like, he jumped in first and was like, I'll pay for that. And I just, like, because I was stressed and around people in real life, I was like, oh, forget it. And I threw my stick down in the little hole he'd got as a bin and walked off. And the guy was like, oh, I'm trying here. I'm trying to serve everyone. I went, and I turned around to go, it's not you, it's him. The guy, guy who pushed in next to me spotted the size of this guy who was as wide as I am tall and just fucking bottled it. And I was like, no, fuck that, I'm not arguing with him. So I went back the next day and the guy was like, oh, I remember you. I was like, do you? I was like, yeah, I'm really sorry about yesterday, but I was about to kick off and he's massive and I figured like I could at least go toe to toe with you, so you got the shit end of the stick and he got let off of the hook. So yeah, so I'm a fucking coward. But yeah, no, this guy was fucking huge, and I was like, yeah, just walk away, just walk away. But the long and short of it is, I got my chili cranberry sauce. He did have some. There wasn't any available on the stall. It was on the website. So please, as a thanks, if you're in the UK and you like your chili jams, there's a huge variety with really intense flavours on there. This isn't sponsored. I'm just really fucking happy I got it because I haven't had any good one in 2 years. Check out the Chili Jam Man. Just Google it. You'll find him. But there we go. Free printer? Anyone? But yeah, self-awareness was a very good trait to have on that particular evening. It's good. Well, since telling everyone to fuck off, we've only lost 4 members and we've just gained them all back. Brilliant. Fantastic. Right. M7 Max. Yeah, when you go to the UK, yeah, definitely do that. So, here we go. You want a Callan? I'm a specialised survivalist. I want to buy a resin printer and wanted to buy the Mars 5 Ultra, but when I bought an Elegoo FDM printer last year, I got a lot of issues. Right, Glitch Knight, Elegoo are a printer or a resin printer company. They're trading off their name when it comes to the FDM printers. I'm hoping the Century Carbon will be a different step or a step in a different direction, but yeah, they're not. They are primarily a resin printer maker. I can't say you'll have a perfect printer because you could have issues, but Elegoo are generally amongst one of the better resin companies along with Anycubic. It's like buying a resin printer from Creality, that sort of thing. So, but yeah. Oh, Ian Nightingale's tried the Chili Jam Man's jams, which is a sentence I never thought I'd say, but yeah, I am looking forward to trying this. I've got to keep it sealed before Christmas because I don't want to taint my desire for it. But yeah, I'm so excited. Okay, here we go. So let's do the winners. This is the M7 Max giveaway. I will now do a draw for one winner in. Let's have a look. I'll take the lesser printer. If someone wants to trade, I just bought 2 with your affiliate link. Bloody hell, mate. Well, thank you very much, and I hope you love them. They are incredibly... I'm so happy with those printers because they're just so brilliant in how they just work, and nothing is... And I'm getting distracted again. I'm getting distracted. Sorry. Can't do this. This isn't even on purpose, genuinely. Right, okay. Try the ginger... No, I'm doing it again. Right, click draw. Draw. I've clicked it. Sorry. Clicked it. There's like... I'm an edging expert. Oh, another one from Germany. We have Lennart. Lennart from Berlin in Germany. So I will make a copy of that. Well done, Lennart. And I will send your details off to Anycubic in order to oh, excuse me, let's make sure I've got that, in order to get you your printer. So congratulations, Lennart. I hope you're here. I hope you're watching. Excuse me if you're not. Sorry. There we go. So yeah. Right, okay. What do you want to do? Should we talk about some more stuff? Yeah, it's ADHD. What's the difference? There's got to be a joke in there somewhere. What's the difference between ADHD and edging? It's like, I thought I was into edging for years. It turns out I've just got ADHD. And I'm allowed to laugh. It's like I'm allowed to laugh at myself for having glasses because I've got glasses. That's at least how it worked in my school. So if you're fat, you can call people fat. If you know, that sort of thing. I don't think that's allowed anymore. I'm saying that's how it was in school. So yeah, right, okay, let's have a look. Oh yeah, one thing to be aware of with the M7 Max. You churn through resin like a beast. I said in my video 6, and then I counted the bottles afterwards and realised it was 7 bottles of resin to print that fucking Loot Studios dragon, which is an amazing dragon, but Jesus Christ. Like, the wings, I thought, oh cool, I've only got the wings to do. The wings are, each wing is bigger than the dragon itself with its 6 heads, or 5 or 6 heads. You get an option. I got the 10-pack of ABS resin with my order. If you got an M7 Max, that's about a week's worth of resin. So yeah, 7. And bear in mind that I got one of those bottles free from... So the way it worked is I got one bottle free from Frozen, and I thought I'll use this. And I thought, oh, it's got, the printer's got orange accents. I'll use blue. I'll use blue. Yeah, what's that? Raise your hands. Yeah, raise your hands for ADHD people. Woot woot. Yeah, raise your hands if you've got your ADHD. Ooh, squirrel. Is pretty much how it goes. But yeah, because the M7 has like orange accents, I thought, ooh, I'll use a blue resin. So I did the first bottle, and then I did the second bottle, and then I bought a second bottle, and then I was like, oh, bloody hell, I've got a way to go. Alright, I'll buy 2 more bottles, and I paid for these. They weren't provided by Frozen, so it cost me, those 6 bottles, £300 from Amazon, because I kept buying them to get them next day. So £300 it cost, plus a free bottle of Frozen resin, or just under, because I probably used 2/3 of a bottle on the last 7th one, but yeah, 300 quid to print that dragon. And I still have bits I need to reprint as well, because I've dropped them, or I left them in my fucking cleaning station too long and they've gone soft. So, I like that. How many kids with ADHD does it take to screw in a light bulb? Wanna go ride a bike? Yeah, that is my life. Your joke is my life. So yeah, there we go. Right, okay, should we give away some GK3s? Any feedback on Sunlu ABS resin with the M7 Max, or just Anycubic used for testing? I never used the Anycubic resin for mine. Like, they sent me a variety of resin. So I got like 3 bottles of resin, all different, and I'm like, well, if I'm going to print something on this, I'm going to need more than 1 bottle of the same resin. Like, I do regret, now that, like, it's fucking cool, this dragon, but I do regret agreeing to Loot Studios. They were like, oh yeah, print this dragon. I said, how much resin is it going to take? They were like, maybe 4 litres. It's a big fucking maybe there, guys. 7? And I only reprinted 1 bit in that 7 as well, and it was one of the heads. Mad. Right, okay, let's do the GK3 giveaway. So, competition is finished. If the ADHD is try to make lists, just sit down, grab a pen, see the drawer needs fixing. That's how you fix your car. That's how you fix your car. I've seen that. There's a guy does a short on that as well. But yeah, the problem with writing lists, and I've tried the lists thing for years, and the problem with writing lists is I either forget to write the list, or I write the list and I forget where I've put the list, or I'm not happy with the format of the list, so I intend to write a better list next time, and then just get overwhelmed and never do. And then there's the procrastination that comes in, where you're like, oh, I should really write this list, and then you sit there distracting yourself with 1,000 other things before writing the list. My favourite thing is something that there was a girl who went by the Warhammer Girl, wife of Spen's Painting, if you know Spen's Painting, and she, well, they both came out to my birthday party. Sorry, I just got a text from a friend of mine who had some really good medical news, so that just distracted me for a good reason, so I'm now looking forward to going and responding to him and saying, well done mate, so happy for you. So yeah, but yeah, congratulations to that person. That's really made my day. Sorry, and helps me read a sigh of relief, so that's good, but it's not my news to share, so yeah. Right, here we go. Right, okay, let's have a quick go at giving away a GK3. So for anyone who thinks I'm going to delay this one, I actually already clicked it. So whilst I was talking about the good news, so that's good. I do like the description I saw. It's not procrastination. It's the end. It is ending the day on a cliffhanger. But it's not even ending the day, mate. Like literally, it's a perpetual cliffhanger every moment of the day. Every moment of the day is a cliffhanger. So right. Okay, I can't pronounce this name, but I'm going to give it a go because they've just won a GK3. The winner is Aderivi, Aderivi, and they're also from USA, but apparently from Melbourne in USA. But Melbourne isn't in USA, it's in Australia. Australia. So well done, Aderivi from Melbourne, Florida, USA. Make your mind up which country you're from. So I can't talk. I live on a street called Canberra Crescent, and Canberra being the capital of Australia. And my wife's actually from Australia as well. So there we go. There could be a Melbourne in Florida. Nah, there can't be. Nah, Florida can't have a... Nah, get your own Melbournes. Right, announce the winners in a widget. Let's give away the GK3 Pro. There's a Paris, Texas? Nah, that's mental. Absolute madness. That can't be right. Right, finished. There we go. And we've got 1, 2, 3 more to give away. So first we will do the GK3 Pro. Let's do that, winners. So, let me have a go. I love US history because it's all about us. Oh, very good. And Sparta. I love it. Is there a Sparta USA? Is that a thing? Be careful with your personal information. What personal information? Oh crap! What am I sharing? What have I done now? I did put, yeah, tainted camper. Where have I shared personal info? Oh, do you mean my street? It's fine because weirdly there are actually 4 of those streets in the UK. So, but yeah, good shout out. Yeah, I'll be careful. Right, okay, moving on. Shall we give away a GK3? There's a Holland in East Anglia. I think there's also a New York in Newcastle, which kind of threw me. And there's a Gotham in, or really in Georgia. There's a Sparta. That's fantastic. Yeah, in Nottingham or around Nottingham, there's Gotham or Gotham, which apparently is actually due to a fable about the mad people of Gotham is what Batman was thinking on. Apparently the whole town of Gotham, when King Richard or something, I say King Richard, when he was coming round looking for conscripts for the Crusades, he went past Gotham and they all acted mental in order for them to go, oh bloody hell, if they're crazy we're not going there and getting those lots. So they all pretended to be mad. There's a New York in New York. No shit. But to be fair, Josh, I imagine there's quite a few people don't know that. This is important if you are worried about giving away where you live. In the video that I'm looping, you can see the outside of your house. People can find you with that, just so you know. That's fair enough. Like, I don't, if anybody, here's the thing, like, online, like, it's weird because I get annoyed by comments online. Like, I'm not annoyed by people. No, I am annoyed by people. Sorry. I get upset when I have a slew of comments like that are just regurgitating the same noise over and over and over with no conscious thought put into it, and it's things like, yeah, this is online only, this is online only, which I still get today, even though, as I said, they fixed it within 30 days of that being raised as an issue. I'm still seeing it today. Like, I woke up this morning and there was another comment that was on that video that was anti HeyGears, that was like, oh, I'll never support anything that's online only. And I did originally go back and start responding just to let you know this is thinking, and it's the ignorance, or the lack of, and I suppose the same could be said about me, because like I don't know everything about everything, but it's the just, oh, this has upset me, so I'm gonna kick off about it somewhere else and spread that word. And it's like, well think about it for 2 seconds before you do that. And it's the lack of thinking that's what frustrates me. People who send me shit online, and I'm talking some disgusting graphic shit sometimes. Like on the HeyGears video, I got fucking DMs and personal messages to like my social channels. People went out of their way. Don't worry, Loan Centre, we're still in the middle of doing it, but I'm being distracted by my rants. But yeah, like, went out of their way not just to comment on the video, but to fucking private message me on social channels, like saying ridiculous shit, calling me names, calling me a shill, all this bollocks, and I'm just like, oh. And when it's that constant, and it's like, oh, fucking hell, just like, it ruins, like, so many people are happy, you make so many people happy, and the amount of comments, and it does overshadow the amount of people who watched the HeyGears video and went, oh yeah, that looks cool, it's not for me, too expensive, don't like the locked-in system. Fucking fantastic, brilliant, I did my job. You're not into this, but you saw what the printer is, you educated yourself, good, do that. The other one is the video's too long. I try to make these shorter, but I like to put a little extra into them. But at the same time, if you want short video reviews, then YouTube long form content is not the right platform. Go and get your product reviews from TikTok if that's the content you want, if you want short fast content. But yeah, like that sort of thing, and just the constant of it is what grinds me down and makes me like, oh, for God's sake. But if someone went out of their way to like find where I live and knock on my door and go, excuse me, I disagree with this, or went worse and said any of the shit that was said to me in private messages and a couple of comments, I don't want to threaten violence on someone, but that kind of approach is how you end up getting punched in the fucking face. You know, that's what would generally lead to one of those scenarios. So, unless, of course, you're a massive guy stood next to me at a chili jam stall. So, you know, yeah. So if you do want to hunt me down, and find out where I live and come and give me a piece of your mind, well, first of all, for fuck's sake, man, like, or for fuck's sake, man, woman, whoever you are, these are just printers, like, just get over it. But also, please don't be bigger than me. Yeah, that'd be great. So, because I'm clear, and don't get in the way of my chili jam. Right, okay, so I once again did another winner for the GK3 Pro, and this time it's another USA member, this time from a made-up place, or at least the name of the place sounds made up. It's Wentashi, Washington, USA, and that's Matt. And I'm not going to say Matt who publicly, but I am going to announce who they are on the link, which is done now. So well done, Matt. Congratulations. Yeah. What about a really uncomfortable hug? Well, you know, I am a hugger, but only generally, like, not with strangers. Like, if you're someone who I've met before, or like we've had a rapport with back and forth online for a while, I'll probably come in and go, hey, we've worked together, we'll do that. I generally come in for a hug. But otherwise, yeah, just a handshake or a hello will do. So if I want to stalk Ross with my camo and binoculars, it's okay. if I gift chili jam. Got it. Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. The worst thing is, Knots, you probably have a better understanding of where I live than most people, because I've moved since then, but not far. But yeah, so there we go. But yeah, congratulations to Matt, who has won the... Oh, let's move that. Who has won the GK3 Pro. Brilliant. Right, last ones now, and we come to my second favourite printers of the year, behind the M7 Max, but the M7 Max was my favourite because there wasn't anything stupid and shit about it. Yeah? There we go. If I open my door and see chili jam, I know I'm being watched. Yeah, exactly that. So I'm going to stop describing what else is at the front of my house and where would be a perfect place to put said chili jam, just in case there's anyone out there going, oh, is this a challenge and I want to go and see it. What if it was Carolina Reaper jams? I've got so I didn't just buy this one, I bought 4 off him, and I got a Reaper jam as well, which is nice actually. It's pretty good. It's got a good kick to it, but it'll work nice as like a dipping sauce, I think, rather than an additive. So like, I don't know, just anything that you want to add like a nice little like mild chili dipping sauce to would be really good with that. So my dreams of consensually hugging photo ruined. Well, you know, I'm always up for the potential of it, but yeah, the best you do is if you get a photo with me, I normally do like the arm round you thing, which I learned a while ago. But yeah, I think I have an audience to make a jam review channel. Weirdly, my friend Pat, who we talked about earlier on the painting phase, wants to do like a proper, almost pretentious style wine review channel, but only reviewing supermarket wines, like cheap supermarket wines, and then coming up with like descriptive words as a satire of wine reviews, but for, you know, for those people who are like, well, I like my wines, I have a good palate for wines, but I get all my wines from Sainsbury's and Asda and Lidl. So I think it's a good idea. I think he should do it. Right, okay, winners. So HeyGears, the first or second even, the second HeyGears RS. We will draw that now. So this is the one that's in the link below. For the other one, the link is on the Q&A video, which I'll do in a minute. So this winner is at rpicnic from Twitter, and they reposted it on Twitter, or X if you want it. If you really want to do that, call it X. And I've got their email. I don't know their name, and they are from the same place as you, Nico, if you're still watching. They are from Canada, Woodbridge, Ontario, Canada. Does anyone know where Canada is? Come to Mexico for Californian wine. Okay. Yeah, X can give it to you instead of thingy, but yeah, well done. Oh, I didn't know that. Monty Python already did the wine thing. Yeah, that's it. The great land of Canada. So yeah, where they speak Canadian. There we go. Canada, never heard of him. Canada, you know, Tetsuo, Canada. Yeah? Anyone got that? There's got to be enough nerds in here to understand the Canada. No, I'm thinking the Canada Kamehameha. Is that right? Canada. Am I pronouncing it right? Yeah, Tetsuo. There we go. We're getting, yeah, Tetsuo. Yeah, absolutely. You know, when I look back on that, it wasn't a good film. I'm sorry to say. Like, when I look back on it, it was like, it was good because when I was a kid, it was like, oh, bikes and loads of stuff. But in fact, I want to show off. I need to show this off because I did this ages ago, and nobody knows it was me who did it, and I'm so proud of it. And it wasn't somebody did the artwork, I did the model. But let me see if I can find it. Where's my models? My models. There we go. I want to show this picture because is that right? Did I get I've put it in the wrong thing. There we go. So first I will show the... So that's the artwork that someone did. Yeah, everyone knows that. Somebody then did a mock-up, but I did that, and that's a model I painted, and I was really proud of that. Yeah, so there we go. N7, pleasure. Thank you so much. We've got one more giveaway. Just a reminder to everyone that if you go and watch the video that was playing in the background, which is my... I'm going to minimize that and get rid of that. My HeyGears Ultracraft initial and fair review. There is a link on there here where you can enter the final giveaway for another HeyGears RS printer. So yeah, but yeah, there we go. Akira Empty Wallet Mayhem. Yes, I wonder if do you know anything about the show Akira? For anyone who knows, it says Primaris, which are the types of space marines that these now are, but the text here is which I believe is referred to as kanji. That still says Akira because I couldn't figure out how to translate it into Primaris and do the artwork. So yeah, but yeah, what happens to all my test prints? I don't review printers. I have so much stuff around the house. I give them away or bin them most of the time. I've got a few things still lying around. I've kept my FDM minis that I painted, and a few other things and stuff like that. But yeah, I plan to paint them and then never get chance to. So yeah. Is that how you would say I'm gonna try that? No, that's the Akira thing. Is that Primaris, or have I translated it to Primaris? No, that is Akira that you've just shared. But yeah, I don't know how to do that. But yeah, okay. Don't forget to hit that like button, guys. We've got one more giveaway to do. Would you ever give away your printers in storage? Yeah, I've tried to. I have tried to. I've even tried selling them. Nobody wants to. The problem is no one wants to come and collect them. So I've tried keeping the boxes, but the problem is putting them back in the boxes. They're not as well stored as when they come to me. I don't know how to put them back in the boxes I got them out of, so I just put them back in and wedge them as opposed to putting all the frame back on, and then I just don't trust posting them. So if somebody wants to come and meet up with me and collect a printer, I've got like 50 of them, no joke, just sat in storage. But when I manage to get this new studio set up, I can probably repurpose them. So, the Sovol I did give away. That went to my stepdad. So yeah, but yeah, here we go. Right, last one, and we'll go back to competitions. There we go. Okay, right, last one. Competitions. Finished. Oh, I thought I'd announce that. Bear with me. Winners. Which one have I not done? Black Friday. Oh, hang on, I've messed up here. Winners. Preview. Oh, have I messed this up? Have I? I think I've done... Oh, I've messed it up. Bear with me. Need to go on pause for a minute and do some admin. 1 second. Just seeing someone said, did I give away the M7 Pro twice by accident? I don't think so, but now I've been distracted into checking to make sure I haven't done that, even though I'm convinced I haven't done that. M7 Pro. Oops, sorry. No, one winner. So we'll do that. And then the one. So what I've done is I've basically done the wrong HeyGears draw, but I think I've fixed it because I need to keep that HeyGears draw running. So that winner, our picnic, has still won, as they are in both draws. However, Black Friday giveaway, so that one I need to change. Have I been to London? Yes. Kentucky? No. And then, so that one's there. But I didn't do that one. I did this one. So I need to make sure that one's still there. And then if I go into that, let's make sure this is still active. Copy and paste. So yes, I can still do that. Brilliant. Yep. So that still can be entered, which is good. And then we go here. So the last one. This is the last one. Finished. RS giveaway 2 ended 1 day ago. And that is this one. HeyGears live. Giveaway 2. And done. Right, okay, so let me go. Fucking hell. Actions. Impressions. Yeah, that's the one. Right, okay, this is the big one with over 1,200 entries. Was the HeyGears RS, a printer so hated that I lost subscribers. I'm literally in negative subscribers on that video, yet more people want it. And I think the thing that I was going to say earlier, and tell me if I'm wrong in this general synopsis, I think most people, and when I say most, I mean like high 90%, actually do want the HeyGears RS, but the approach of proprietary resin, which we know now thanks to Greedy 3D is a bit of a misnomer, but because of the proprietary resin, they want it, but they just outright refuse to support that approach to the market because they don't want to encourage that behavior in other brands, so that we end up in a position like what HP and Canon have us in now, where we're wrestled into their inks in printers, which I get that we don't want that future. We definitely don't want that future, but I think it's that conflict of, I want this printer, but I don't want to support this behavior. However, at the same time, I want that printer because I love the hardware, it's amazing, but and its durability, yeah, exactly, Charlie. I want it for all of those things, but I just don't want to support the behavior of all this other shit. I think that's what it is. Am I wrong? Is that where the hate's coming from? I think it's generally in that wheelhouse. I want to get this right because it's what I want to talk about in my video. So yeah, let me know if you think that. But yeah, let's give one away. Winner. Okay, in 3, 2, 1. I don't know why I'm doing that, because like you literally can't see me doing anything when I do that. Let me go back to this video playing. Yeah, play. Good, done. Oh, so I've already done it. Sorry. But yeah, I've already done it. So this is another Canadian. We're not doing the whole Canada thing again. We've just done that, and I've just got rid of the Akira thing. But the winner is from Canada, so I'm sorry if you're not from Canada. It's not you who won this. It is a person called Dennis. Well done, Dennis. You have won. More Canadians. It's rigged. Yeah, it's rigged. It's rigged. Dennis is my mate. It's my mate, Dennis Thumanis. the Menace, the Menace, Dennis the Menace, which I don't know if you'll know what that is in Canada or America, but he was a comic book. But yeah, close. I assume there were only 8 Canadians. I think there are only 8 Canadians. Canada's tiny, isn't it? It's like America but smaller. Is that right? It's like the size of one of the American states. Is that right? Yeah. I don't think so. Canada's fucking massive. I like that. I'm not Dennis, and I don't even like him now. Oh, I love sarcasm on the internet where it's clearly framed as sarcasm and delivered in such a perfect way. Punk 611, yes, mate, you will see me at New Adepticon. I will be going to, where are we now? Is it Milwaukee? I'm not as much of a fan of Milwaukee for personal reasons, and if this isn't you, fine. But there are laws and allowances in Chicago, in Illinois, that there aren't in Milwaukee, and I'm like, oh, quite like those laws in Illinois. It's the only time of the year I get to fucking chill. But yeah, so well done, guys. Well done to everyone. Thank you for sticking by me. Everyone's buggering off now. Everyone's buggering off. We've gone from like 200 to 158 in minutes. So, but little did they know, this is actually the test. Everyone who stayed gets a free printer. Everyone who, that's it. No, seriously. Like, none of the winners were real. Like, Dennis is Dennis the Menace, Michael's Michael the Mouse. I'm obviously joking. And everyone who left, because they were only here for a free printer, they don't get one, but you all get one. Just message Nico from Concepts 3D, and he'll send you your printer. So there you go. Yeah, here's the link, and you just message him. Dead easy. I'm saying here's the link, but I've got loads of people's thing in my clipboard, names, and I don't want to paste that. There you go. So yeah, there, message Nico there at that link that I've just pasted, and you all get a free printer. So, but yeah, at the very least, check it out. They've got something exciting coming. I am excited, but yeah, So there we go, guys. Right, I am pretty much dying, as I was before I came on the call. Minimaker, I will get back to you. Just be aware I've been ill for the last couple of days, and I've got to go to Manchester for the next 2. Yeah, that's a verbal contract, yeah. So good luck suing. If you don't get your printer, because I've said you all get a free printer, fucking sue me. This is clearly a joke. So I can just imagine like Nico's like a little vein in his neck now popping like. But at the very least, fuck it, it's free promo for your printer, man. Like if you get a load of people joining your, yeah, I wish you were good for it too. So that would be great. Yeah, I think what we got 100. If you could give out 150 printers, that would be one of the best promos ever. Absolutely fantastic. So everyone who subscribes to Fohammer videos gets a free Athena 2. I would love to arrange that giveaway with you when I am rich, which will be never. I'd be interested in picking a printer up from you, shaking your hands with you, mate. Yeah, let us know, mate. Like it's one of these things I keep saying I want to do, and then people message me, and it's you can come round in 30 minutes for my printer, mate, but they're in storage and they're not open this time of night. In fact, they closed 3 minutes ago. So there we go. Oh, good. You even got a Discord warning. I love that. I've never had that. You know, people can join my Discord too, although I rarely go on it because I forget about Discord. But yeah, so if anybody is here and you're at Smurf at the weekend, please come and say hi. Please don't come and scream hi because I'm dragging my missus with me to so we can actually spend some time together. So she's coming as a +1. And yeah, so it's my way of saying, look, we get to spend time together, but also I'm working, kind of. But yeah. Athena Discord link not working. It's probably been shut down because I think every link you can only get so many people. You've got to like redo your link. So try that again. If I click it, let me see what it does. Yep, takes me to the Discord. So just double check. But yeah, we've got a few people in there as well, and I have a video coming out. So just a reminder, guys. That's all of the winners so far. You still have a chance to win the RS printer. Go and watch this video here, the HeyGears Ultra. In fact, fucking hell, let's make it easier for everyone. Go and watch that video there. Make sure you click like, you know, you're potentially getting a free printer, so click the like button, please. Make sure you're subscribed, and then also please make sure you follow this in the description and enter the giveaway, and there, go from there. And everyone who enters gets a free Athena 2. But yeah, please enter. And then before you go, if you want to right click on the video, or there's some way to do it on mobile, right click and loop it, turn the volume down, then walk away from your phone for a bit so the video keeps playing. That will get us to 50,000 views, which is exactly what's required for me to do the giveaway on this video. I would love to be there before Christmas, but if I'm not there, so yeah. But otherwise, go and buy. And here's the thing that I want to finish with, which will be the conclusion of my next video anyway. So consider this early warning. I love 3D printers. I love all 3D printers that have come out. I really love the technology. I love what it opens up to us. But here's the thing: every printer I print on, for quality, I print miniatures. I want detail. Every printer I print on it, and I go, could my quality have been better? Like, don't get me wrong, I know how to dial in a printer, but I also know that every printer I've dialed in to be good enough, passable, decent. I know I could dial it in even better. So every time I print something, I'm going, oh, I could have printed that better. And then I end up with this model where I'm like, it's good, it's really good, it's amazing, but in the back of my mind I'm like, that could be better, that could be better. I don't get that with the HeyGears printers because I can't change the settings. I put my faith in them that they've given me the best settings for these printers, and when I print something out, all of that is gone. So I print something and it actually becomes useful. I paint it. I actually paint it. I'm going to see, have I got my painted models to hand? They're in here somewhere. Let me see if I've got them, because they do look good, but I don't know where I've put them. I think they're still in a box somewhere wrapped up. And everybody who I've shown prints using the PAP 10 resin, the PAS 10 resin, sorry, or the PARP 10, which is the same stuff, everyone I've shown that material to prints on that. They've gone, oh my god, these prints are incredible. Everyone. And I don't get it. I don't get that remorse. I don't get that instant printer remorse that it could have been better, because I'm like, that's as good as it'll do. It can't be better because I can't change the settings. This is as good as this will print, and I'll do it. So I end up printing more and not worrying about it more, and therefore hobbying with it more, because I don't think after it's printed. I just go, cool, that's what it does, good, crack on. But here's the difference. Every other printer I've ever reviewed, you buy that printer today, and in 6 months from now, you'll have the same printer. Sometimes you'll have the same printer with a couple of bug fixes applied to it. So it will go from working sometime to working most of the time, or not even most, more often. Sometimes, very rarely, you may even get a new feature like the GK3 Ultra, which is getting multi-exposure testing. But on the HeyGears, if you buy that printer today, with the updates they apply to it, both in the software, on the desktop and the printer, in 6 months from now you'll have a better resin, a better printer, because they'll have improved it in some way. And that is why HeyGears. That's why I like them. I'm known online for being one of the biggest pessimistic reviewers that there is, yet I'm optimistic about that. Because that's what they've shown us. I don't just shit on Creality because, I don't like Creality. Creality have a track record of misguided marketing or misleading marketing, poor support, poor communication, poor quality, and just generally being shitty. That's why I talk about them being shitty, because that's what they've taught us historically they're about. But with these guys, with HeyGears, everyone's kicked off because the RS has come out and it's the first they've heard of it, and it's been I don't want to be incredulous. I want to say, like, it's been, I feel it has been blown out of proportion as to how negative people have been about it, or to the point of inciting a mob mentality, which I don't feel is a healthy thing to do in this community when we should all be working together. But for anyone who actually had the reflex, and I was lucky enough to have the reflex about 3 months before it was released. Like, when I had it, it was a web-based slicer. Like, nobody ever saw that because they changed it before it got released. But it had a web-based slicer, and these were things that they said were changing. So it was never in my preview, not because they asked me to hide it, but because it's pointless showing you something that you're not going to see. And you didn't ever see it. But what I'm saying is, the history of HeyGears in the last year has shown me that they will continually improve, and that's it. So there we go. But yeah, so that's the whole point about HeyGears. I'm optimistic. Every printer out there will be as it is. It will be the same in 6 months, maybe slightly better, maybe one new feature, but that's very rare, and I can't think of an example off the top of my head. But I promise you, if you invest in this, which, yes, it's $1,000, but so is the frozen Mighty Revo. In the last 6 months, you've had 2 firmware updates for the Mighty Revo, which haven't fixed a few of the problems still. There's still work to do. Yet, the HeyGears has improved in that time. The reflex has improved, and this will. So, that's it. That's why. So that's why I'm all for them. I'm optimistic that these guys get it and they will improve. Let's see. Anyway, my rant over. I need to. All of this is coming out now because I haven't got it off my chest, which is why I need to do that video. So I'll go and do that video. Right, I'm going to get some sleep. Well done to everyone who won. Thank you to everyone who participated. Please don't forget to continue watching my videos. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun. And until next time, I'm gonna get some sleep. If you're at formnext, that's next year, so maybe I'll see you. But if you're at Smurf this weekend, please come over and say hi. And until next time, smoke me a kipper. I'll be back for breakfast.